Colo, and today I'm going to talk about the aftermath of 75, level scaling and loot tables for gold farmers. So ever since patch 75 dropped, every gold farmer out there tried to find the next best thing in gold farming, such as new dungeons or new farms in outdoor zones. The first week was kinda rough because we had to deal with a lot of bugs in dungeons, and many people made a lot of gold and were able to sell the items that they got very fast, while others kept on them and kind of lost money, or some didn't even have the opportunity to make money since they got nothing, no drops, no nothing. The level scaling in dungeon also changed a lot of loot tables that were not changed or hotfixed to this day, such as Stratholm or Skullmans, but it's kind of rare to see some items dropping there, and even though they are kind of rare to see, there are many out there on the Ocean House, and I wouldn't call them useless to farm now, but it's very OP as a farm. But there are many people selling, and there's a lot of a lot of competition on the auction house right now. The outdoor zones were also scaled, as you know, and that brought a lot of new items or new farms, or made some farms easier, such as Celitus, but only for 110s, and made it harder for 60 or below. And that's why you will see maybe less glorious leg plates on the auction house, and you will want to sell yours now. Um, so today I'm going to check the continents and see what this patch brought us and how much gold was made basically and how much gold was lost. So starting with Kalimdor, the things here are not so rough. I can say that Kalimdor is a very good continent right now because we have winter spring, and we had jade leg plates dropping here before and still drops many primal farms here. We have Zulfarak here, which is still a great farm. It's actually one of the best dungeons to farm right now because it has a chance to drop glorious sets, jade sets, vanguard sets, and so on, and everything that it had before, and before it was insane to farm. Here we have Angoro Crater. Although the Angoro farm is not that good anymore, it still brings a couple of gold. If you're lucky and you get a lot of items, then this is a very good farm. And we have Celitus, of course, the old Celitus, you know it. But in Celitus we have the way easier Celitus, which you can like solo and still make a lot of gold, but in a group it works way better. Let me show you, like by typing farm you have already one, and like 5 minutes ago there were 3 groups, and before the patch not many groups were farming this. Other dungeons such as Black Phantom Deeps, Morodon Diamond, and so on were not changed so badly. Razorfen Down still and Razorfen Crawl still drops a lot of good items. Now moving on to Eastern Kingdom. Here we have Stratholm and Skullmans, also Scarlet Monastery, all in mostly the same place that are very good. You can still get unobtainable items and make a lot of gold. We have in Burning Steps, we have this Blackrook Stronghold farm here. We have in Stranglethorn Vale a couple of farms that kind of got nerfed, and by nerfed I mean there are thousands of items in the auction house. Them got rendered, but the pet still drops since it dropped for me, and there are many items here that are still dropping, so it's a good farm. Also, we have Zul'Gurub, which is still a good farm for crafting materials and so on. We have Nomeregan, which is a decent farm. We have the Karazhan, the raid, which is a good farm a good raid to farm, and Shadowfang Keep, which, to be honest, I don't think is that OP anymore, but it's still a good dungeon if you get a Shadowfang, since people are going to buy it, and it's worth like 200k right now. We have Hillsbed Foothills and Black Tabby Farm here, which is kinda okay, but I haven't sold any Black Tabby so far, and I got like 3. And even though I have 3, their drop rate is not that high, and you can stay hours here in this zone without getting any. Moving on to Northrend. Northrend is basically the same. No one kind of farms this. The only thing that is farmed on this place is Ice Crown for its Frostweave cloth, and that's it. You can farm Frostweave cloth or any other dungeon in this place, but you will not be making that much money. Moving on to Outland, the Burning Crusade. And let's start with Shadowmoon Valley. As you know, Shadowmoon Valley had 1 or 2 farms, and they are still good. They are not nerfed or changed. They are still good. The Oakar Forest is still a good place to farm netherweave cloth. You can get a lot of them and do the netherweave cloth tailoring stuff. Nagrand, nah, not a good. Zangar Marsh again. Hellfire, not again. Blade's Edge. Here in Blade's Edge, in these spots, you were able to farm a lot of transmog items and a couple of pets. If I recall correctly, I haven't farmed Blade's Edge Mountain in a while, but it's still a good farm. People have told me that they still make money from this farm, so it's a good one. Netherstorm. I do not know what to say about this, but it contains the Botanica, the Alcatraz, and the Mechanar, also the Eye, and these 3 dungeons plus 1 raid can bring you a lot of items that are bring of a lot of world drops that are still worth a lot. Now let's move on to Pandaria. Uh, the Siege of Fogrimar raid and also the World of Draenor raids had a kind of bug, let's call it a bug. That's what Blizzard called them anyways, where the mobs and bosses were scaled way higher than they should, and people have complained about this, and now it's back to the same HP or even lower HP from what I've heard. The Let me find it. The Heart of Fear, that got nerfed, and not so many Spirits of Harmonies are farmed right now, but you still have the Isle of Thunder, and out of Isle of Thunder, those trolls which drop a lot. Plus, even by just doing Siege of Ogrimmar or any dungeon or raid here, you'll get a lot of Spirit of Harmony, so it's still a good place to farm for Spirit of Harmony. And on Isle of Thunder, we have the Isle of Thunder farm, and it's a very good auction house filler. It fills up your inventory in 1 hour like twice, so it's a very good farm. You can sell all of them and still make a nice amount of money for just 1 hour farming here. Plus, again, the Spirits of Harmony are dropping like hell here. And now let's move on to Draenor. Now, I don't know what to say about this, since there are not so many farms here other than some leather working or skinning and so on. I do not farm Draenor at all, since I don't think it's worth, but whatever. And we are not going to talk about Broken Isle because these were scaled anyway, so there's not much to talk about here. But again, this patch has brought some drama to it. The bandwave drama that was caused by a YouTuber, I'm not going to name him. The response of our YouTuber, again, I'm not going to name him because it's not ethical. But also brought a lot of good things, such as new farms, and made the rich even richer, and the poor a little bit richer if they got lucky with anything. At least I know that when I farmed Strangletongue Vale for the Gutrunners here, I got a lot of money in like 1 hour. I got like 90k or 100k in 1 hour just by selling Gutrunners for 5k on the auction house, because that was the price on my server in the first day. We had tons. We had like 100 Gutrunners on the auction house, and I was lucky to sell like 20 of them. And I still have like 7 in the auction house that I'm not selling. They're like 3k right now, and yeah, it's not worth. But you can farm on ruins of Zulkunda because it has some clothes transmog items that are dropping that are worth a lot. Plus the pet, and you can farm the pet also here. And we also have Scarlet Monastery, Stratholm, Skullman, Shadowfang Keep, Uldaman, which will always be great. I forgot to say about Uldaman. Uldaman still rocks, you know, you can get a lot of items, such as Papal Fez if you're lucky. I don't know if you're that lucky, but you can try. Many people are still farming Uldaman and making a lot of money, so why not, you know, try it if you want. Just go and do Uldaman like 10 hours in 10 runs in 1 hour. It's still possible, so the mobs are scaled only to level 60, so you can still one shot them. Although I heard people cannot, but I think they were level 100 and not level capped, which is level 110. But yeah, go and do it. Even if you two shot them, it's enough. If you have like a rogue or a monk or a demon hunter, whatever, you know, druid, you can do whatever you want. So in my opinion, patch 735 is a good patch, and the level scaling is fine since I started to level up a rogue now. So I have a lot of fun doing it. And on the goal making side, I like this patch. uh, it brought a lot of new things to the table and new farms. I hope there will be more patches like this, you know, with a couple of drama, because drama is good, not only bad, since nothing bad happened. So uh, yeah, good job, Blizzard. So again, patch 735 is a good patch. The level scaling is fun, and you can still farm a lot of gold in 1 hour in such zones as Strangleton Fail or dungeons as Stratform or Zulfarak and so on. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm Kolo. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and just go and farm everything you want. Patch 75 is fun. Just go and have some fun farming gold or just leveling up a character or whatever you do. But since I'm talking to gold farmers, just go and farm. You know. See you later.